Max Verstappen isn't just winning races. He's dominating Formula One, winning championships, breaking records, and often finishing races more than 20 seconds ahead of everyone else. But Formula One has always been competitive. So how did one driver become so completely unstoppable? Stick around, and I will explain exactly that. To understand why Max Verstappen seems unbeatable today, you have to go back to the very beginning. Because Verstappen didn't enter Formula One like most drivers. He arrived earlier, much earlier. Max Verstappen grew up around racing. His father, Jos Verstappen, was also a Formula One driver. From the moment Max was old enough to reach the pedals, he was already racing karts. But his childhood in motorsport was different. Training was intense, mistakes weren't tolerated, and winning was the expectation. By the time Verstappen was a teenager, his speed was already impossible to ignore. While most drivers spend years climbing through junior categories, Verstappen skipped almost all of them. In 2015, at just 17 years old, Max Verstappen made his Formula One debut, becoming the youngest driver in the history of the sport. And immediately, people noticed something different. Because Verstappen didn't drive like a rookie. He drove like someone who had been racing in Formula One for years. Aggressive overtakes, late braking, and a willingness to fight anyone on track, even world champions. But the real turning point in Verstappen's career came just 1 year later. But Verstappen's real dominance didn't begin until years later, because Formula One isn't just about talent, it's also about timing. For years, Red Bull had a fast car, but not fast enough to consistently beat Mercedes. Drivers like Lewis Hamilton dominated the sport, and Verstappen spent multiple seasons chasing them, winning races, showing flashes of brilliance, but still falling short of a championship. Until 2021. One of the most intense seasons in Formula One history. That year, Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton fought for the championship until the very final race. Every weekend felt like a battle, wheel to wheel, overtakes, controversies, and constant pressure. For the first time, Verstappen wasn't just competing, he was fighting for the title. The championship fight came down to the final race in Abu Dhabi. Both drivers tied on points. Winner takes all. What happened next would become one of the most controversial moments in Formula One history. A late safety car, a dramatic restart, and on the final lap, Max Verstappen overtook Lewis Hamilton, winning his first Formula One World Championship. But that victory didn't just give Verstappen a title. It changed the entire balance of the sport. Because in 2022, Formula One introduced brand new technical regulations. Every team had to redesign their cars from scratch, and Red Bull got it exactly right. Their new car was fast, extremely fast. But what made it even more dangerous was the driver behind the wheel. Because Verstappen doesn't just drive quickly, he drives with incredible consistency, rarely making mistakes, managing his tires perfectly, and pushing the car right to the limit, race after race, season after season. The result was one of the most dominant eras Formula One has seen in years. Records broken, championships secured, and a driver who now looks almost impossible to beat. But Formula One is always evolving. New drivers arrive, new regulations appear, and rival teams are always searching for a way to catch up. Which means the real question isn't how Verstappen became unstoppable. The real question is how long he can stay that way. But dominance in Formula One rarely lasts forever. The sport is constantly evolving. New drivers arrive, new regulations are introduced, and rival teams spend millions trying to find even the smallest advantage. Right now, Max Verstappen looks almost unstoppable, winning races, breaking records, and building one of the most dominant eras the sport has seen in years. But Formula One history has shown something time and time again. No dynasty lasts forever. Eventually, someone always finds a way to fight back, which means the real question isn't just how Max Verstappen became so dominant. The real question is, who will be the one to finally stop him?